Hi friends, new and old. Welcome back to the channel. It's your FriendCHIP, and today we're heading over to Goodies Flea Market to do a little thrift hunting. You already know that I'm always on the lookout for my little ponies, but that place always has some kind of surprise in store for us. So let's head out, and when we get back, I'll show you everything that I found. They've got some tables set up outside here. Let me see what this is. You never know what kind of cool crafty thing you could find, and maybe you could make it my little pony find.
Hi, how are you?
Oh, time to start looking through the Barbie bin they have over here. There's always a lot of Annas. I really like his outfit. I don't really need the Ken, but I might take his outfit. I don't know who she is. She's kind of pretty though. I like her comfy pants. I might take those. Oh, I think that's a Disney store bell. Yeah, Disney store. Her leg's been bent in a funny way for a while. She's kind of got a cool dress. It's not. It's pretty. Oh, here's a different Ariel. Maybe we'll take her. Care Bear and an egg. Just like socks and things. Let's open. Like a rich sock. I don't think we get into that. Ooh, Princess Luna, we could take her. Hey, Teddy Ruxpin. I had one of those. Not that one, but I had a Teddy Ruxpin growing up. Look, there's our two ponies and they're still on the table. Nobody decided they wanted these, and I'm gonna pick them up this time, I'm gonna remember them. Look at this little Pikachu top from Burger King. Still have that giant bag of flounders and Ariel, Sebastian. Nightmare Before Christmas earrings. Table of bags. They got a lot of Barbies in this one. There's a Ken in there too. We've seen this before. So I don't remember ever seeing a Ken in McDonald's Barbies. Look at this giant bag of shoes. There's Applejack Equestria Girl shoes in there. League Warriors. Maybe some Monster High shoes. That's an interesting bag. Who might be interested in that? Little dolls. Just the same old ponies that have been here. Handful of fakies in there. Spoon. Some more ponies. I think that one glitter wing, water wings pony was in that bag at one time. There's an Alicorn Twilight. These little gooey alien baby things. A few ponies in these bags. The little flounder's cute. I think he might be a Disney Doorables or something. It's cute. It's one of those like McDonald's TY Beanie Babies. This is a lot of Christmas ornaments and things in here. Oh, look, there's a rarity. This lights up. Yeah. I had one that was a Harry Potter wand when it first came out. I think I ordered it from like the Noble collection or something like that. I have a friend who likes these Gujitsu figures. These are pretty cool. I think his head pops up. Yeah. I don't know. He's cool. Ooh, another one of the My Little Ponies. G3 from McDonald's. Another one of those. I find her a lot here. Another OG. Oh, look, this one's a shark. Oh, he's hard. Like, really hard, like an ice cube from Nido. Photoshop. Oh, look, it's a Fraggle. Another one. Uh-oh. These are kind of cool. I have some friends who really like the peanuts. I'm never really sure if, some of the peanuts things that I find here might be interesting to them. Now this, I know for a fact Kim will like. That Kira's still here. Hercules. Another one of those giant Pinkie Pies. Chip and Dale from Rescue Rangers. A whole bunch of these little, I don't know, Christmas trolls? A little Fluttershy. Used to make those kind of things in elementary school. He's funny. Oh, another one of those King Tritons. No Triton. Oh, Care Bear house. Now we know what it is. But I don't think I really need it. I think it's probably for those little, like, plastic figures. Little Applejack plush. Be recent, 2004. I like her bathing suit. A power pony. Rudolph card game. A Christmas Vacation one? I've never even heard of something like this. Hocus Pocus one. Bunch of little snow globes, bunch of Disney ones. Bunch of Funko Pops. These little minis. Cute. Big Rainbow Dash. Look at this. Little Sebastian on top of the wedding cake. Disney on it, that's cool. Shoes are cool. Ooh, a bunch of little accessories. Look at that boat. One of those mini brands purses. That's cool. Sandcastle. It's bad. The Arts figure. Little Barbie case back there. Nothing like that. Little like Valentine's Day pins. And I Love Lucy. Snow globe. Christmas vacation set up there. Alvin!
Yay!
All right, and we're back, and I am super excited to show you the haul from this. Now, some things that I found, I didn't end up having any footage, and there are definitely times that I have the camera on, and I'm looking through it, and I'm doing my thing, but it's not recording. And then I'm like, when all of a sudden it turns off because it's like, okay, we are not doing anything. So there's a few things that are missing, but we'll see it in the haul. So let's get started. There's a couple of My Little Pony finds that I found this time, and some of them are pretty exciting. This one right here is a TY Beanie Baby, and this one is Luna. So this was released, I believe the actual date for it is July 1st, 2016. She has something to know on the tag. So I'm not a Beanie Baby collector, but this is a swing tag. This is this thing here, and this is the sparkle generation. So it has the sparkle on it. And then on the tag part here for the TY, this is a Tush Toy Tag Gen C1. If that means anything to Beanie Baby collectors out there. Isn't it crazy to look at this and see the cutie mark only on one side, especially like right here? The wings are fabric, and they are of this like crinkly material. You can see that they have been loved, or at least shoved in some bags. But she's overall not in bad shape. She does have her necklace. I don't see a crown. Oh yes, she does have a crown. Just kind of hidden behind her hair, and it wasn't really sticking up, but we can see it right there. So she does have a crown on. She's pretty. I remember getting a couple of these when I was out in California. I definitely have some of the main 6, and I'm not sure if I have Luna, Celestia, or Cadence, or one or more of them. I have a couple of them anyways. I remember getting some of them, so they should be in my storage unit of G4 things. The tag just says Princess Luna, My Little Pony Beanie Baby collection. That's all we have there. Nice that it still has the tag. Her hair is in a ponytail holder here, so we'll have to get that out, wash her up, and try and brush her hair out. But she's a pretty cool one. It's always nice to find Princess Luna, especially because she's quite loved by most Gen 4 enthusiasts, collectors. Next, I have this Princess Celestia. This one is a really cool one. She's missing her crown and she's missing her necklace. We do have a little bit of color discoloring between the head and the body here. The wings are the movable ones that have the plush and the iridescent plastic fabric here. And I believe that this one is part of the Toys R Us line. They always had those giant talking ponies. They had this mold in several different versions. So this is an early Princess Celestia. She does still work.
You're my best friend. My wings are so pretty. I will light the way. Spectacular! Let's fly to the castle. My barrette looks so pretty.
So she's pretty cool. She is 2010 Talking Pony Original Series, missing her crown and necklace. Most likely Toys R Us, but I don't see any notes that it's a Toys R Us exclusive situation. had looked at a couple of ponies a couple times back, and I set them on the table and totally forgot them when I went to check out. They were still there, and I picked them up this time. One was this Pinkie Pie, and she's really nice. She's definitely one of the earlier ones in the G4 line from the fashion style ponies. I really enjoyed this size. I kind of wish all the ponies were this size and not the itty bitty ones for G4. I think that's what really turned me off when it came to collecting them in the very beginning, was just how small they were. And I was like, oh man, this is what ponies are like, meh. And I didn't pick any up, and now I'm like, oh, I wish I did. But this is a cool little Pinkie Pie. She's a fun one to add to the collection. She's a 2010 original series fashion style. She'd had shoes and clips, a brush, a headband, a skirt, a cupcake, and the brush for her kind of felt like a G3 brush. The code on the bottom of her foot is C029A, and the other code was 03191. Whether or not that means anything to you or not, so that's who she is, fashion style Pinkie Pie. The other really cool one was this one, and I thought she was really interesting because it's Twilight Sparkle, but as a unicorn, not as an alicorn. And the hair is in pretty good condition because somebody had it nicely braided. I mean, even the tail isn't that bad. Really good condition for one of these G4 ponies, especially with the type of hair that they had. I'm not sure if this one is polypropylene yet or not. It doesn't feel polypropylene. But then again, it's quite light. Boy, I really can't hold on to her. She's a slippery little sucker. She's pretty cool. It's pretty cool to see a Twilight. Just a regular unicorn Twilight. So I thought she was interesting. I had to figure out a little bit more about her, especially because of her being just her unicorn self. So this is a 2010 original series fashion style Twilight. The next thing that we found was an interesting looking Ariel doll. And that Ariel doll is this one. I don't know. I feel like her forehead's really large or something. Maybe it's because she's supposed to have swoopy bangs. So if we just make her like swoopy bangs, then she doesn't look so... Yeah, see? Just needs her swoopy bangs. This is an Ariel. This is a Mattel Ariel too. So this Ariel was sold at Target stores. She's part of the Disney Princess collection. She'd have been sold with a whole bunch of Disney princesses. You know those big boxes that people normally get for like Christmas gifts and stuff. They have one of all the princesses in it. So she was in one of those. She's missing a crown and she's missing her shoes. She's from 2012. So here's her feet. She's missing her shoes. She does have this outfit on, so this is her original outfit. We do have a little blurpy stain right there. Her head seems like maybe it's just getting a little bit of a different color from the body. Not bad, but there's the number on the back. You don't see anything on the back of her head, do you? Unless... There's a little bit right there. The back of her body, I think, was what... Oh, yeah. Somebody drew all over this one. Here's some information. 2012 Mattel. Check this out. So when I went to check the back of her, I had to undo the dress to see what was written on her back. And then I realized that somebody... And this is why the dress has stains, because somebody drew an outfit all over her so that she had like a permanent bikini, and awful. Awful, awful, awful. So she did have marker, like making a full bikini top, but it has rubbed off on the inside of her dress. So that's where the blue staining comes from. But she's an interesting one. It's kind of interesting to have one of those ones that's from like a big pack. I don't know if she'd be similar to one that was sold as an individual, because you kind of, get those. Like you can buy them all in a pack, or you can buy them individually. It's just the princess you want. I don't know if she's a little different than an original release, single release, versus the pack release. Maybe the outfit's a little different for these. But she's a cool one. This 2012 for her. I find two more of those Little Mermaid Ariel and her sister figures. So maybe the whole set is there. Maybe we have the whole set now. I can't remember how many we found last time. I think it was 3. And now we've got 2 more. Really cool. So there's that one. And then we found Ariel. She's got a scuff in her eye and a scuff in her eyebrow. And I think there's probably a scuff on her lips. So we can just touch her up a little bit. I really like these ones. I think their tails are cool. They are from the Disney Princess Ariel and Sisters storybook set, and I think they're still currently available. The next thing that I found that was interesting was this. This is a little Sebastian on top of the wedding cake for Ariel and Eric. And look at the paint job on Ariel and Eric. The Sebastian looks great. The back, this, and we can see that there's something broken off here. So originally this would have had a heart-shaped arch that would have went over the top, and then it would have been like a Christmas ornament, I believe. This is a Disney Sebastian snitch? Disney Sebastian sketchbook ornament. A Disney Sebastian sketchbook ornament. Missing the heart arch, and there was a bell that dangled from it. This is from 2020. Looks like you can still currently get it on Amazon for like $38. Disney, made in China. I think it's pretty cool, even without the arch and the bell and being a ornament. I think it's still pretty cool. It'll hang out on the Little Mermaid shelf. Next, I found Fraggle Rock pins. Do you guys remember Fraggle Rock? I loved this show. So I found 3 pins. Really cool. We have 3 different characters. We have this one. And this is Moki. Moki. Cute. And here is another one. This is Booper. I thought his name was Boomer. And then this one, Wembley. So they are Jim Henson Little Shop of Pins. They're still currently available, like between $8 and $17. They're just a collectible pin. And you can see Jim Henson, Little Shop of Pins. There's the website. Really cool. I wonder how they got in there. I love Fraggle Rock, so I just had to have these. And I did find another one of the G3 McDonald's ponies in there. This is Cotton Candy, and she's from 2007. She's missing a vanity with stickers. Pretty cute. She's a little sticky. The next few things that I found were a handful of doll fashions, and they were just ones that I thought looked really interesting. I thought they could be something, or I just thought I'd like to put my actual dolls in them for photography or for display. So I found this. This is a little tennis bag. Let me move this pile so I can take a look at the note for this. So the note for this says, this is a Bratz Play Sports tennis bag from Fiona. Fiona? It does open. There's nothing inside. This was in it, like off to the side, over by like where the cars and stuff are. I thought it was pretty cool. I said, we can use a tennis bag. Sure. I actually have like tennis stuff because of that one Made to Move doll. I got this other bag too, and I was actually kind of excited to find this. I love these mini brands, little fashions. These are so cool. So this is Zuru Mini Brand Fashion Series 1. This is a shiny red fuchsia bag. I think it's supposed to be red. Shiny rivet fuchsia bags. Shiny rivet fuchsia bag. All right. Pretty cool. They open. I think they're really nice doll purses. They look really realistic and really nice. So I thought I'd add that to the collection. Dolls can always use an extra purse, whether that's for them to carry or for them to have in their space. I did snatch this shirt off of that Ken. I really liked the shirt and I wanted the shirt. I don't have any information on it though. No tag on the inside that told me anything about it. It's just a Ken Fashionista t-shirt in blue and gold stars. I didn't have any information on it. I also took his jeans, these gray jeans with all the fading on them. I thought they were really nice. Good fashions for Ken. I also grabbed this sparkly blue dress. It looks like it might have a flower print on it. A little extra piece here up on the shoulder. Sleeveless, I mean, kind of like one sleeve, one shoulder. Thought it was really pretty. I don't have any information on it. I couldn't identify it. I also found this, and it's a blue sparkly top. It has fringy sleeves and a little gem here. I'm not sure what this goes to. This could be Bratz. This could be Barbie. It looks really small to be Barbie. That's why I kind of feel like maybe this is Bratz. But I'm not positive. If you can identify it, let me know. I took these fuzzy pants from Barbie. These are really nice pants for like sleep pants or lounge pants. I believe they're probably some kind of color reveal doll pants, the ones that were like mascots or whatever. And then I found this swimsuit, and it's black with neon paint splatters on it. I really like it. I kind of think there's something wrong up here. Like, is it supposed to be maybe ruched or something, like scrunched in the front here? Is it supposed to be scrunched down like this? Is it missing straps? You can see there's like loose threads here, so I'm not really sure what happened to it. But I thought it was really cool, and I don't know if I'll be able to finagle something on the top of it, but I really liked the fabric. I don't have any information on what it is, who it originally belonged to, but I just think it's probably a Barbie swimsuit of some kind. The next part of the video is going to be going through that large bag of shoes that we found. I was able to identify a good portion of them, so I do want to go through those for the people that enjoy that. If that's not your thing, totally understandable, and I'll see you in the next video. But for those that do want to hang out and check out these doll shoes, let's get started. So the first thing that we'll take a look at are the bags of white shoes and the bags of black shoes. So I took this giant bag, and let me change it so you can see the table for this. And I just separated the shoes into black shoes to white shoes, and then heels, boots, and shoes that I thought might belong to other things. So these are all of the black ones. We have little black heels, like this. And we have these little boots. And these little black shoes and the little white shoes, I didn't do like an identity type of situation on them because it's so hard with the black shoes and the white shoes, depending on like if it's really unique or not. So I'm not sure who some of these shoes belong to, but if you recognize them, let me know. Here's another one, a little different of a shoe. This one. That one goes to that one. There's these. And then we have some just probably like Ken style shoes. This one. That's got a hole in the bottom of it. So that's our black shoes. And here's the bag of white shoes. All right, so this had a whole bunch of really interesting shoes. There's these ones, and these are roller skates. I think somebody tried to like color in and paint that one. So there's some roller skates, some really nice shoes. Look at these ones. These are Ken shoes. Nice little trainers. There's all different kinds of like loafers and stuff. There's some of those. There's sneakers. These would be nice if you wanted to like just paint them up. Look at some of these different ones. Little tiny ones. There's even small ones like this. There's these ones too. I like these ones because they're like high tops. And the laces are wrapped around the back. This one says Skipper on the bottom. So some of them do give us some information about who they might be. That one. And we have these too. These are definitely Barbie. And that's at what, Roxy or something like that on those. They must have came in like one of those fashion packs. Had a couple of those. And then these ones are really thick soles on them. They have a B for Barbie. And then lots and lots of little white shoes. Little sneakers and things. So that was quite a nice little selection of white Barbie and Ken shoes, some Skipper shoes. The next bag has all Mycene shoes in it, and I thought these might be Mycene shoes, It was part of the reason that I picked up the bag in general, because if I find my scene dolls, I really want like to have them have shoes and outfit pieces and stuff. So if I can find some of that, plus they have some of my favorites. So I really enjoyed being able to find some My Scene shoes, and I was able to identify a good handful of these. So we have a couple different kinds here. I thought some of them might be Bratz too, just by the look of them, especially these ones, like just kind of felt Chloe-like. So there's a couple different pairs of shoes here. So the reddish brown boots are these ones. Aren't these cool? Stars on the bottom. Really cool. These boots are My Scene Barbie or Delancey My City Fashion Scene is what I've come up with. If you know otherwise, let me know in the comments. So there's that pair. Thought they were pretty cool. Then this pair, these are My Scene light blue boots, but I don't have any idea where they belong. I wasn't able to identify what they belong to. They're blue, so maybe they're Barbie? So then I have these ones, and these are black and tan. They're like a high-heeled sneaker. Looks like they even have a sock molded in. Got a little bit of green there on the side. These are My Scene shoes, but I don't know who they belong to. There's quite a few things, like when I tried to figure them out, it was like maybe they're part of a fashion pack. I don't know if they went to an actual doll or not. There's so many different things with the My Scene that I'm not 100% sure who they belong to. So if you're able to identify some of these My Scene shoes, help me figure out who they go to. These are red ones. They look very similar to those ones. They're just in a different color scheme. Red and pink with black, and then pink socks. Just said My Scene red high heel lace-ups. So I'm not really sure who they might belong to. And then these ones are cool because they have the feet with the painted toes. I think these are so crazy. So these are My Scene Goes Hollywood Nolly shoes. Pretty cool. I love those. I think they're wild with those feet. Next, I separated this into a boot bag so that I could kind of identify these larger boots here. There's quite a few interesting ones that are in here. Some I was able to identify and some I was not. So let's see. The first pair that I want to talk about is this pair. This pair is an LOL surprise pair. This is OMG's Queen Splash Beauty. Really cool boots. The shells, and just think they're really pretty. But you can kind of tell when you look at like the calf part of it, like these have got to be LOL or OMG style boots. So that's what those ones are. I have these blue butterfly boots. I believe these are some kind of Barbie boot. And I don't know if they're an actual like Barbie shoe. I mean, they have a B on the bottom, so they've got to be an actual Barbie shoe. So I think these might be Princess Power Heroes. Something like that. I'm not really sure. If you recognize these, maybe they're from Fairytopia. They're just really neat shoes. Really cool. I liked those. Oh, and then these were super cool. Check these out. These are leg warmers. Now, all I could find was that there are different colors of them and that they belong to Barbie. But I couldn't identify like what Barbie came with them or if they were part of a fashion pack or not. I think they're super cool. What a unique one. I really love the texture of them. Really neat. I was super excited to find those. These boots are DC superhero Wonder Woman boots. And I don't have anything that I think will wear those boots, honestly. I think if I keep them and I don't find someone who really needs these boots, I might try to turn them into doll lamps. We also have a good old pair of Frozen Anna boots. They're going to come up a lot. I mean, so many Frozen dolls and stuff. But they have cool boots. We also have a pair of Equestria Girl shoes in here, and that's these ones. Super excited to find Equestria Girls. These are Applejack boots. They are from 2013 Rainbow Rocks, the stamping set. Really, really cool. Here's the stamp. Let's pop that, and it's just a little star. Ugh. Snap shut. Snap. Snap shut. Stay shut. Okay. Yeah. So some Applejack boots, really cool. Those over there. And we also have this boot. This boot is a Monster High one. This is a G1 Monster High boot. This is Boo York Luna Matthews? It's a really cool shoe. Really cool shoe. I love it. But there was only one of them in the bag. Oh. Then I've got these. These are definitely Monster High, and these are definitely Venus, like fly traps, and they're G1 Monster High. I believe these go to a music festival Venus, but I'm not positive. I feel like she normally had like leg vines. I think these are leg vines, not arm vines. So I believe she normally had these, if I'm not mistaken. But every time I looked them up, they came up as like a music festival version of her. And then I think the rest of these boots are actually Ever After High boots. So I think these are pretty cool. These are Ever After High Epic Winter Crystal Winter Snow Boots. Really cool. I love the iridescence of them. And we have blue floral boots. That's these ones. You got like vines and roses and leaves on them. Really pretty. So these boots are Ever After High Ashlyn Ella Through the Woods blue floral boots. Cool. I don't have very many Ever After High dolls to put the shoes on. Oh, and then these boots are wild. So I'm looking at these boots, and these are Ever After High boots. Look how crazy cool these boots are. There's like a dragon or something in the end there, right? Really pretty. I kind of thought they were Monster High boots, but they're Ever After High boots, and these are Ever After High Dragon Games Raven Queen boots. And I'm looking at these boots, and then I'm looking at this boot, and it's got toes. It has a foot inside it. So I think Raven Queen's foot is still inside the shoe. Isn't that wild? I tried like pushing it out to like remove the shoe, or the foot, but I just had to show you that there was a foot in here. Isn't that crazy? I don't know if I can get it to like pop out of here. Give me my foot. Well, not my foot. Give me this one's foot. All right, so we freed the foot from the shoe. There it is. Probably a Raven Queen Raven shoe. Her foot. Isn't that crazy? Just broke that foot right off and left it in there. Well, now there's a shoe now there's a foot. We have two other pairs of shoes. These ones are Ever After High boots. They are black with thorns and little roses on them. And these are Ever After High Spring Unsprung Briar Beauty. Pretty cool. They had some really nice shoes. And then these shoes are really cool. These have like a spiky crown on the back, like this vine or something that grows around the back of it, and then a vine that goes up the leg with thorns. Really cool. I liked these boots. These are also Ever After High, and these are Queen Mira Shards, and they're Dragon Games boots. Queen Mira Shards, Dragon Game boots. What a neat little bag of really cool boots to find. Alright, let me move these over to the side a little bit more here so that we have some room, because we have one more bag that I split up here. And this has some Barbie shoes, some Rainbow High shoes, a few Disney shoes, but it had some cool mentions that I wanted to show you. And then of course it had some shoes. I have no freaking clue what they are. But that's where you guys come in, because maybe y'all know. And maybe they're absolutely nothing. Maybe they're just random doll shoes. So we have a couple of things. I have some little tiny heels and things that I thought were just, you know, red Barbie shoes and pink Barbie shoes. So there's these ones. They look like they might have some kind of, like, you see this probably connects to the back here to go around like a little ribbon or something. So maybe they're like, they're not ballet shoes, but they're fancy. I don't know what they are. And then there was a couple of these type of shoes too, in different pinks. They looked like they were like off-brand cheap doll shoes. There was also this little pink pair. These are Chelsea shoes of some kind. It even says like Chelsea on the bottom. It's a little pink, like Mary Jane type of Chelsea shoes. There was also this pair of red boots that I thought was weird and probably junky, but they're really small. They're not big enough for Barbie. Like, that's a small foot, I think. So I don't think they're Barbie sized. When I was looking these up, did I make a note of these at all? I don't think I did. But they were like little fairy type boots. So I don't know if they mean anything to anybody, but they looked kind of like just junky boots to me. These silver shoes here are JoJo Siwa shoes. They actually go to JoJo Siwa, a singing doll, some kind of like my high top silver shoes or something. So some JoJo shoes. And there's some of these clear shoes here that are like Cinderella type shoes. So let me show these to you. So there's a couple different ones. They look like they're probably just some kind of clear crystal type of shoe. Maybe they go to a Cinderella type of Barbie or a Cinderella type of Disney doll. This one here actually belongs to a Cinderella. It's got a little heart on the front of it, and it's kind of bumpy crystally. That one said it was a Cinderella high heel shoe. But I don't know what Cinderella belongs to. But there were some clear high heel shoes. There's some really big boots in these ones, and I think they're Eric boots, but they're so big. I don't think these are like, are these fashion doll size? Because I mean, like, it's not that big of a foot to be a baby doll type of Eric, but they're really big clodhoppers for just like a regular fashion style Eric. Look how big those feet are. Like, I don't know. They just seem big for him. So I'm not really sure if they just belong to like a regular Eric doll or whether it's like a larger Eric doll. But they're probably from 2012 is what it looks like to me. These are rainbow high shoes. Really cute. These are Sunny Madison rainbow sneakers. And I don't know, do rainbow high shoes fit another doll line? Is there somebody else that I could have like hang out and wear these rainbow high shoes? The other rainbow high shoes are these, and these are Jade Hunter sneakers. Rainbow. They're really cool. I like this like clear material that's used down here on the bottom. They're really nice shoes. I also have these gold ones, and I don't think these go to anything in particular. I think I just have some gold high heels. Just some gold high heels. I don't know if they go to anything in particular. Look, the gold's coming off and they're pink underneath. Yeah, I don't know what they could go to. But little gold high heels, I really like those. Hopefully they can just join a Barbie. There's also some, what are these? LOL Surprise shoes. These are LOL Surprise OMG, and this is Remix Pop BB shoes. Look at how crazy these shoes are. Front. They're really cool. I don't know if these shoes would fit anybody else either. Maybe like G1 Monster High? These are also LOL Surprise OMG shoes. These are DeBoss or DeBoss Tiger heels. Oh, it's upside down. They're really pretty. And if they don't really fit anybody's like feet, I'll probably just add them to like a closet, you know, the shoe rack in somebody's closet, so at least it looks like they have a bunch of shoes. And then these are Disney Descendants shoes, and it says that they are Mel's shoes from the Isle of the Lost. They're fish shoes, but the tip of them, the toe, on all the pictures that I see of these shoes, this is painted purple. So I don't know if maybe that's just the way the stock images for that doll looked, and when you got them, they weren't actually painted, or if they reused these shoes for another Descendants doll and they didn't have the painted tips for that doll. I'm not really sure. Or maybe they came out on two different Mel dolls, and one had painted toes and one did not have painted toes. I'm not really sure. Maybe one was a deluxe doll, one was more of a basic doll. I don't know, but that's what they're supposed to be. They just don't have painted purple tips on them. If you have any information on that, let me know. And the last pair of shoes, I'm sure you've been sitting there looking at them, are these. How cool are these? These are Barbie rollerblades. Love that it has the rollerblade sticker on it. And do you recognize this? This, to me, looks like part of a lighter. And what's really cool is these are the ones that spark. I'll probably have to go like this. There we go. So, sparking rollerblades. How cool. Woo! Isn't that nuts? So, really cool to have these rollerblades. They are Barbie's rollerblades from 1991, the Flicker and Flash Barbie. All right, and there's a look at all the things we picked up at Goodies this time. We found some really cool things. We found a couple of My Little Ponies. We found some cool things for the Little Mermaid. We found a couple of Fraggle pins. And then a whole bag of mystery shoes. And really, when I looked at the shoes, I thought that, these were definitely Equestria Girl shoes, so I was really interested in these. And then I knew that these belonged to Venus from Monster High, so there was definitely some identification there that I knew I had some Monster High and some Equestria Girls in there, and I would be interested in those. I always love a good Barbie shoe. I'm actually on the hunt for a pair of just red pumps like this, and just a regular red. My Dolly Parton, when I rebodied her on a Made to Move, her feet changed size, so her regular red shoes that she would wear don't fit her Barbie feet, so I'm just looking for a pair of red heels for that Barbie to wear. But I haven't found any yet, so I'm always looking at Barbie shoes like that. You never know what colors you might want or need when you're styling somebody or putting something together for photos or stop motion or whatever. So I love having that stuff in just kind of like the costume closet, if you will. And then I wasn't sure. I mean, honestly, these really looked like Monster High shoes to me. And so I thought these might be like a Claudine shoe, or maybe it was a Spectra shoe. So I thought there were some really interesting, and these ones were another one that I actually was super excited to purchase it for, because these cool leg warmers. There were so many interesting ones. And then of course these, I knew what these were when I saw them in the bag, and I said, we're going to need to buy this bag. And of course the Mycene shoes. So there was a lot of different doll shoes in here that I was really interested in. And I thought, you know what, we'll take a chance, we'll buy them. I love buying a bag of mystery doll clothes or doll shoes and just figuring out what's in there. Sometimes you find some cool stuff. Well, thanks so much for hanging out and for watching. If you enjoyed today's video, give it a thumbs up. Comment your thoughts and opinions down below. Did you recognize any of these pieces that I was unable to identify? Did you have any of these pieces when you were growing up? And are any of these things that you're currently looking for now? What do you think is probably the coolest find that we found? Make sure you hit the bell notification so you don't miss the next thrift hunt. And if we aren't friends yet, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button and stick around, because I'd love to see you in the next video. Until next time, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.